What it do, YouTube? It's your boy MachineZo MachZody MachineZo, and we is coming back with another react. Oh God, this time we is reacting to the channel Uncovering, and we got the last 4 victims who survived the 9/11 attack. And first off, if you lost somebody in this, my condolences to you, man. You don't want to downplay the situation. This was a terrible time in life. And it fucked up the world, to be honest. Goddamn shit, like, shit ain't been the same, bro. Like, goddamn, can't fly no more, can't get on base no more. Shit, like, a lot of shit just don't be adding up to me, bro. Like I get it, you know what I'm saying? This is a time people was caught off guard, but like, I was a child. I don't know how I would be. I know how I would be as an adult right now. As an adult back then, I don't know, bro. I don't know if a nigga just gonna hijack me with a knife, gang. All these people on this plane, and I get it, the plane big. Like, some shit might be going on back there. You don't know what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit could have been happening back there. Could have happened in the front of the plane, in the middle of the plane. It's a lot of shit that been going on. But goddamn, nigga was around me, bro. I don't know, bro. You got a big ass knife, bro. I might have to take one for the team. But nevertheless, we gonna get into the story. I am the chill life of Zoe. And we ain't gonna tap into the video.
Hey, did you guys see that?
Guys, why is it coming right at us?
This bitch said, why it's coming right at a bit. I ain't even gonna lie, bruh. You see some shit like that, gang, you might as well just close your eyes, bro, and just goddamn repent. And we'll get low. Damn.
This is Stanley Premnath, an employee for Fuji Bank.
I ain't even gonna lie, gang. Like, salute to all the people surviving and had the will to survive and thought about their families. I don't know, bro. It might be over for me, bro. I might just sit there and just go ahead and just thug that one out, bro. Go ahead and die that one out, bro. Cause shit, nigga, I ain't lifting no concrete barriers and all this shit, bro. Nigga, goddamn, I'm trapped.
The 81st floor of the South Tower. Flight 175 had just made direct contact with his floor, and Stanley was still alive somehow. Everyone else on the 81st floor couldn't say the same. But Stanley was trapped under concrete and rubble, having no clue how he could possibly escape.
Shit, life be crazy, bro. Do all this, nigga live through a goddamn a plane going through the building just to goddamn get into a car accident or some shit, bro. Life be crazy. Goddamn get shot. Be dumb, bro. That mother goddamn twist his ankle, goddamn bleed out.
Flight 175's impact into the South Tower mainly took place between the floors of 77 to 85.
That's a big ass motherfucking plane, boy. That bitch took out. Sheesh. That's a lot of floors, bro. Then you got the niggas on top, and you got the niggas on bottom. Niggas in the red zone, I ain't even gonna lie.
Bruh.
Yeah, buddy.
The roughly 600 people on floor 81 and above at the time the plane struck the South Tower, only 4 ended up surviving. Here are their stories and how they pulled off the impossible.
So we got Richard Fern, Ronaldo de Francisco, Brian Clark, and Stanley Premnath. But these niggas got some names on them, boy.
It's 8:52 here in New York. I'm Bryant Gumbel. We understand that there has been a plane crash on the
That bitch smoking. That bitch hot like me, bro.
southern tip of Manhattan. You're looking at the
Bro, that shit crazy, bro. News footage. There's people in this building right now, bro. Like right now, bro. It's crazy, bro. We so goddamn dumb. Motherfuckers done already bombed this shit already, bro. So like niggas don't even know, bro. This is an attack. We ain't figure out it was an attack like goddamn 2-3 days later.
World Trade Center. We understand that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center.
When the North Tower was hit at 8:46 a.m., employees of Euro brokers on the South Tower's 84th floor huddled around the TV in disbelief.
And that bitch like, look at this footage, bro. Still, that bitch toe up in the background.
Eyewitnesses and news reporters believe that a small plane, possibly a private jet or a commuter plane,
Nigga said possibly a private jet. See, they info was crazy. They ain't know nothing. Why the fuck would a motherfucker, nigga, civilian can't even get close to that motherfucker in a private jet, bro? Like, what is we talking about?
accidentally veered off course and crashed into the North Tower.
Yeah, alright. Bro, look at my nigga kicks, bro. Nostalgia to the fullest. Them bitches is in a thrift store right now, probably. If y'all don't know, bro, them is fat farms, bro. Niggas used to have the fat laces. They used to string them up a certain way.
Bruh.
I know I'm not seeing fat farm.
What the hell was that?
They interviewing my nigga's shoes.
Sound like a plane crash.
Sound like a plane crash. Bitch, how it sound like a plane crash? Bitch, how you know what that sound like? That shit probably did, though, on the cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? You heard the plane in the sky and you're like, nigga, I just heard that plane in the air, bro. What the fuck going on?
Well, what is that? Somebody hit the World Trade Center or the
Trade Center.
The World Trade Center.
It's the trade center.
Fire on the upper floors.
Was it a big plane?
It was like a 767, like a dual engine American Airlines. I saw it.
Big boy. That bitch said, I saw it.
American Airlines.
Why they talk like that? American Airlines. What is that? Real, like, they was like transitioning. They still in the 90s.
No, I think it stayed in there. Look, that building's gonna collapse.
Those on the 84th floor did not realize that a second plane was just
What?
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
Y'all see that plane? Hey, bro, that's a plane right there, bro. That's a plane, gang. We about to die. Ain't nothing you can do, what?
moments away from
Shit.
crashing into
Hey,
their
my
own
nigga.
tower.
Right now, go ahead and just whip your coworker titties out. Fuck it. You feel what I'm saying? Whip your coworker titties out. Fuck it. Whip your meat out. Cause shit, it's about to get spooky right here. Like, wild out, nigga. Shit, you got a little crack rock in your pocket. Go ahead, fire that up. Go ahead, fire the crack rock. You got a little weed. Shit, you got nothing to roll that motherfucker. Shit, fire the nugget up. Fuck it. Put a straw in that motherfucker or something. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's over with, bro. It's through. You shit.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
He's ascending really quick too, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. We dead.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
The plane's right wing sliced through the 84th floor, causing an immediate
I'm the type of nigga, bro. Like, goddamn plane cut me in half. Hopefully. Shit, bro. Isn't it quick, bro? I am not trying to burn, bro. The burning up is crazy, bro. Like, ouch.
Bruh.
That fire ain't going nowhere either, nigga. Like, you slapping it, that shit ain't going nowhere, bro.
catastrophic explosion and fire. Many of the desks and cubicles were completely destroyed, and those who were in the direct path of the wing were instantly killed.
What's going through your mind when you see a plane, crash?
Niggas is fucked up, boy. This nigga look like he ready to goddamn straight out of a movie, but that suit nasty as hell. Throw up suit out.
To the World Trade Center.
All I was thinking about at the time was I was worried about the people. You started seeing some really disturbing things.
What about rescue efforts? I would imagine there's still a number of people inside those buildings.
The impact destroyed stairwells and elevators above the 78th floor. This left anyone on the 84th floor with no way to escape. However, a man named...
I ain't even gonna lie, gang. Like, the building blew up already. They bombed the motherfucker. I don't know how degree, if it grew through the ground. I don't know what the fuck happened. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, just now, I don't even think I was born yet. Nigga, goddamn, was in the belly still. They should have equipped, you feel what I'm saying? Like, planes got emergency shit. You know what I'm saying? Helicopters, whatever got emergency shit. I feel like nigga working that high, gang, you need to equip the building with parachutes.
Hey, yo!
I know it sound crazy, but in case of emergency, equip this parachute and get ready to jump out this motherfucker. Please. I know it sound crazy. I know it do. But shit, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Bruh.
Hand me a parachute. I'm out the building on that motherfucker. You feel me? I'm out the building like Warzone, goddamn. I ain't never used a parachute in my life, bro. These niggas probably don't know how to use one either, but shit. All these building, nigga, 500 parachutes, nigga. Goddamn parachute for every person. Parachute equipped to the death, something.
Brian Clark on the 84th floor wasn't going to go down easy.
Wasn't gonna go down easy, it's crazy.
Brian found himself
Take me. I'ma just hold my breath, gang. Fuck
as
it.
one of the few who could still move on the 84th floor. About a half dozen of those who were still able to walk immediately stumped.
I ain't gonna lie, that might have been my only hope. I seen other motherfuckers like trying to goddamn escape, cause I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Stairwell A. Stairwell A was the only stairwell in the South Tower that remained at least partially intact above the impact. Stairwells B and C were closer to where the plane made impact with the building, and this
Nigga drove the plane through that motherfucker, closed his eyes and said, fuck it. Yeah, damn.
whole side was completely destroyed and engulfed in flames.
Damn.
As the small group of people made their way down Stairwell A, they reached a landing on the 81st floor and ran into another group that had survived the initial impact. This cluster of survivors were hurrying up the stairs, shouting that the stairs below them were blocked by a raging fire. This group believed that their only hope was making it onto the roof and awaiting a rescue from a helicopter. Brian's group
Bro, what helicopter, bro? What helicopter gonna rescue y'all, bro? Y'all ain't got cellular devices. Ain't nobody call 911, but a magical motherfucking helicopter gonna appear, bro. Who came up with this idea? Niggas just be goddamn saying shit in the panic, bro. The smoke rises up. Ain't nobody gonna see y'all at the top of the building?
Sure what to do. Without having much time to think, most of Brian's colleagues agreed going to the roof was their only option. They followed the other cluster and began climbing back up Stairwell A, heading towards the top floor. But at that moment, Brian heard something else. He heard a faint cry coming from the 81st floor.
Hey, shout out to Brian, bro. That nigga said, no man dies under my watch, bro. Salute.
Somebody was yelling, "Help! Help me! I'm buried! Is anybody there?" Brian decided to follow.
I don't know, real life situation, I would've assessed that motherfucker, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I'm Brian, bro. We ain't letting no nigga die. Fuck that, bro. We in this building together, bro. This bitch burning together, bro. We gonna figure this shit out.
Voice into the smoke-filled floor, joined by just one other coworker, Ron DeFrancesco.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Ron, your ass bogus, bro. Ron, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You a survivor, but you did some bogus shit, bro.
Hey, yo!
You could have survived another way.
It's even more suffocating down here, as it was right at the heart of the plane's impact. Yet, the two men kept moving towards whoever was yelling for their help. Eventually, Ron started panicking because of how thick the smoke was. Ron decided.
Get your bitch ass on. Start panicking. Fuck, nigga, hey. Stay your bitch ass right here, nigga. We gonna die together, bro. That would be goddamn. What you mean you panicking, nigga? I'm right here, nigga. You see me. You feel me? We ain't alone, nigga. What you leaving me alone for, cuz?
Continuing any further would certainly lead to death, so we turned back and ran up Stairwell A to join the group from earlier. Brian pressed forward alone, using just a tiny flashlight to cut.
Man, shout out to Brian, bro. You feel what I'm saying? We need Brians in the world.
The darkness. In the office space that was ripped apart from the crash, Brian found the man that was yelling for help buried in a pile of rubble.
Jeez.
Stanley Premnath, an executive for Fuji Bank, was somehow still alive. The left wing of Flight 175 crashed through his office, stopped.
Damn, nigga chilling right under a jet, bro. What the fuck?
Only just a few feet away from where he was crouched under his desk. Stanley was alive, but he was crushed under the rubble and separated from Brian by drywall. Brian initially urged Stanley to climb over the wall, but Stanley, who was injured and disoriented, was unable to do so. Although he couldn't climb over it, Stanley started punching and clawing at the drywall. He was able to create a small opening and
But how the fuck he did that? That nigga goddamn. He hurt, disoriented, but he punched a hole. The goddamn bigger than a beach ball. I don't know.
Could then see Stanley. Brian reached his arm in and yelled at Stanley to grab on. Miraculously, Brian was able to pull Stanley through the opening in the wall. Brian then put his arm around Stanley and said, "Come on, buddy, let's go home."
Boy, that's about the most 90s, 2000s shit you could say, gang. I ain't gonna lie.
Bruh.
Come on, buddy. we're going home. Looking ass, boy, that nigga thought he was in a movie, ain't it?
They were now in this together, but they were still far from making it out alive.
Nigga, that could have been a trio, but motherfucker Ron dipped on him, bruh. For what? What you dip, Ron? We was almost to freedom.
The two then stumbled back into stairwell A, barely able to breathe at this point. Once they got to the stairwell, Stanley wanted to go up and Brian wanted to find a way to go down. Brian argued with Stanley, saying that a roof rescue was going to be impossible and their only shot at survival was going to be making it down somehow.
Look at that. Brian must have been a real life angel, bro. This nigga speaking nothing but facts, bro. We gotta go downwards, bro. That's where the safety at.
Stanley finally agreed, and down stairwell A they went. This stairwell was barely still intact, however, as they had to navigate around the destroyed walls, push through thick smoke, and climb over debris. They moved as quickly as they could, knowing that the building wasn't gonna stand much longer. They were surrounded by the ominous groans of the building.
Hell nah, boy. This shit is crazy.
Feeling that its structure was weak. Once they finally made it below the impact zone, it was just then a race to keep descending. Along the way, they passed injured people, terrified workers, and some sitting down, unable to go any further. While the civilians were heading down to safety.
Then that's fucked up. They passing niggas like shit. See, you wouldn't want to be you.
Bruh.
They ain't try to help nobody else. Brian said, look, nigga, I helped everybody I could, bro. I gotta go, gang.
Brian and Stanley passed him.
And it's crazy. You got firefighters going up unto the fuckery. Like, bro, this is bravery at its finest.
Firefighters who were going up into the danger.
I ain't gonna lie. Let me get light duty, gang. Let me assess the lobby, bro. Fuck going upstairs to the danger. That's why I'm not a firefighter, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, because I know for a fact that 100% they lost their life.
DNY firefighters were climbing up one after one, carrying heavy gear, oxygen tank.
Boy, that axe right there, boy. What the fuck? You trying to kill something? What you got that axe for, gang?
And hoses, determined to reach the upper floors. Stanley and Brian made the final push and stumbled into the lobby of the South Tower. The scene was almost unreal.
This shit crazy, bro. This shit, the plane hit so hard that it fucked the bottom, like the bottom downstairs lobby.
Or even down here, marble walls.
That bitch hit 80 floors up, bro. It fucked the lobby up. That bitch hit so hard.
Bruh.
Shattered, glass doors were blown out, and there was debris covering the World Trade Center plaza.
You see them light? That's where I'm at. I'm getting everybody out the lobby.
Fighters and the NYPD were yelling at people to get out of the building and run as far away as possible.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, yo. The building's on fire, yo.
Bruh.
Stanley and Brian then made it out onto Church Street and began running for their lives. But back up above the impact zone, panic was setting in. Rough estimates was that there was 600 to 700 people at or above the impact zone, from floors ranging between 77 to 110 in the South Tower. Damn. Most people on these floors.
Like a nigga working on the 110th floor, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That whole floor need to be equipped with parachutes, jetpacks, some shit where I can get off this bitch, some type of evacuation plan, something, bruh. Zip line down, goddamn Spider-Man. Somebody, bruh, help me.
Gathered in conference rooms or near windows on the
Niggas, bro, they probably working so hard. They probably had to sign a disclosure on them working so hard, bro. Like, look, bro, whatever happens up here, bro, that's on y'all. Y'all just decided to work up here, bro. They be on that fuck shit.
Above the crash. Some were waving jackets and shining flashlights out.
Nah, see, that's how I know y'all in the 90s, bro. We see your jacket, gang. We see it. What the fuck you want me to do, bro? Like, I see you. Hello. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, we get it. Y'all up there. Like, niggas just ain't, like, bro, like, niggas just ain't having helicopters on standby, bro. This shit is unexpected, bro.
Building, praying that helicopters would come rescue them. Others were making calls to loved ones and 911, explaining the situation.
Yeah, you got
Everyone up here felt effectively trapped, knowing the stairwells were.
Well, nigga goddamn waiting on the phone call like it's jail, bro. Like, look, bro, hurry up, nigga. I gotta call my people. Fuck, nigga, you talking too long.
completely destroyed. Many thought they should just stay in place and wait for help, but an IT manager named Richard Fern had just about the exact opposite idea.
Yeah, you see that building, nigga, it's like, I gotta get down to the ground, gang. I gotta get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't know what they got going on, bro, but shit, this shit ain't looking right.
But before we get into Richard's story, I need to take a moment to tell you about
Nope, no, we don't. We ain't doing that.
Come up with summary. I have brain news about the protector. Its design, plot, product of the building was trying to assure everyone that they were all gonna be okay.
No.
Richard had the gut feeling that he needed to get out though. He headed towards the elevator and pressed.
Richard was right. These fuck niggas been lying to me all year. Why would I believe I'm okay? Nigga, I just seen a plane crash in the other building, bruh. That is enough for me. I seen with my own eyes that plane on that building on fire. Yeah, I'm out, bro. Fuck all that.
Right as Richard stepped into the elevator on the 84th.
Richard think just like me, bro. I'm like, hold on, something ain't right, bro. Y'all telling me everything gonna be okay, bro, but I don't think everything gonna be okay. I'ma just clock out of work. You feel what I'm saying? Like, building on fire, they'll understand.
Floor. It was at this.
And next thing you know, boom, now your building on fire. Look, and then I'll be like, yep, see, now I ain't mad I clocked out of work, and they still gonna pay me. Ha ha. But it ain't ha ha, because all your coworkers done died and shit. Can't even rub it in.
Bruh.
Exact moment that Flight 175 hit the South Tower. The elevator car shook violently and lights went out. Richard got thrown to his hands and knees and knew exactly what had just happened.
Hell yeah, look, bro, Richard is me. I'm like, damn, fuck. Soon as I come to my senses, fuck, bro, we just got hit by a plane, bomb, something. God, get the fuck out of here.
Doors had already.
Boy, that nigga lucky that elevator ain't closed. That bitch wasn't gonna open back up. Boy, it was gonna burn in that motherfucker.
Closed. He would have been trapped and therefore dead, but luckily they had not. Richard hurried out of the elevator and ran immediately to stairwell A.
Damn.
Richard opened the door on the 84th floor and looked down into the stairwell.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this a real life decision right here, boy. How bad do you want it, nigga? Shit, cause shit, looking down in the smoke, can't see nothing. Do I really want to see tomorrow?
It was smoky and dark, but he didn't think it was bad enough to where you wouldn't want to go down.
It's tomorrow.
Richard had to rely on his memory to get.
Do I really want to come back to this motherfucker?
On the stairs, as well as a thin glow-in-the-dark stripe that ran along the steps in order to guide him down the stairwell. The most.
Hey, shout out to that, man. I don't know how the 90s was rocking, but that's like a W safety feature for sure. You know, they be having them motherfuckers all through the Amazon and shit. W safety feature, I guess you never know when you need the reflectors.
Medical test came once Richard made it to the 78th floor. When he reached this floor, his heart sank. A heavy concrete wall knocked loose by the.
I ain't gonna lie, that's it. It's over with. We had a good run. I'm sure Richard the old man, hey, shit. Go there and walk back upstairs and just make them phone calls or goddamn shit. You got a phone, you got a pager, some my niggas. I need some kind of communication because we ain't getting through the wall, gang.
Impact had fallen and
I ain't gonna lie, it look like it's two bodies right here. Hey, nigga, we gonna figure this out. Hey, grab this side right here. Fuck all that.
Blocked off the stairwell. Two other people were also.
That's Gemini and me. Look, I would've went to panic like, fuck it, man. I'm good. I'm dead. I'm dead. Nah, hell nah. We ain't dying, nigga. Fuck that. Grab a side. We lifting this bitch.
Standing there, feeling lost as to what they should do.
No cap.
Richard, without saying anything, lifted his hands under the massive slab and with a
Damn, that ain't no Richard goddamn USC fighter, low key.
of adrenaline, he lifted the concrete wall.
Hell no, it's some movie shit. My boy goddamn caught a hernia, all type of shit. Hemorrhoid, hernia, whatever it's called. That boy said, looking ass. I ain't gonna lie, boy, that goddamn life or death situation, I might have lifted that motherfucker too, shit.
The wall came up just enough to rest on the banister, creating a small opening barely large enough for someone to crawl through. Richard, followed by the two others, squeezed under the wall.
I ain't gonna lie, hey, y'all niggas, hey, I'm gone with the sprints on them. Peace, see y'all, hey, y'all figure it out. You probably did that too, nigga. I lifted this big ass rock by myself. Y'all figure it out.
and continued downwards. Floor after floor, Richard continued down.
Bro, if it's firefighters right there, bro, I just lifted this whole, bro, I would have cussed them out, bro. I'm saying shit, RP to them if they died. They would have heard some words from me, but hey, there's some people up there, but nigga, I just lifted this whole damn rock by myself. Where the fuck was you at?
Bruh.
By many firefighters who were only heading up. As he got closer to the ground, the horror of the day became even more clear. He saw injured people, some with severe burns, being carried down the stairs. Richard was fortunate enough to make it out of the lobby though and started running for his life. Richard was known as only one of 4 people to survive from the 81st floor or above.
Damn.
Even though Richard made it out alive with just moments to spare.
Damn.
Very last survivor was truly just seconds away from his death. Back up on the 91st floor, Ron DeFrancesco.
Mind you, this is the nigga who decided to leave and go back upstairs.
Bruh.
Just had to remind y'all of that.
And his group were moving up stairwell A. They were hoping to reach the rooftop and wave down a helicopter from there. Ron was the one who originally left Brian Clark as Brian was trying to reach Stanley Pramenev. As Ron and his group made it to the 91st floor, Ron started having doubts about whether a rooftop
Yes, nigga, you fucked up. You realize that you just doing some dumb shit, bro. You getting to, the smoke is getting thicker, it's getting blacker, you can't see shit. Yes, you fucked up.
would even be possible. He remembered not seeing any helicopters coming to rescue people on the North Tower and realized that it would likely be impossible on the South Tower too with the insane amount of smoke. He had an intense feeling of regret.
Nigga hit the That's So Ravens moment on their ass.
Sudden powerful thought of his wife and children. At that moment,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's how they say what happens with death too. You had them type of flashbacks. That boy damn near died.
he knew he had to turn back. Ron began his lonely and terrifying descent. He had no idea what was below. He was just hoping that the group's warning.
This nigga like must playing the game on like the very hardest level. Cause bro, you didn't have to do this, bro. Now it's on the extremely level difficulty, and your ass is just breezing through it, bro. One mess up, you gone.
Earlier was wrong. The air was becoming hotter and was filled with a sickening smell of burning jet fuel. He had to rely on his sense of touch and limited vision, using the light from his cell phones.
Boy, damn near what? Light from what? Niggas had cell phones?
To see just a few feet in front of him. As he approached the impact floors, which was from 84th to 75th, he could hear the constant groaning of the building and the terrifying pops of
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm about
glass panes that were exploding under pressure. The fire was also roaring. When he got to the 82nd and 81st floors, the damage was catastrophic.
Mind you, this shit probably worse than what the goddamn animation is depicting. I would definitely assume that this smoke is way fucking thicker and this building layout is probably way harder to maneuver in. Mind you, I'm gonna keep reminding you because obviously he just want to take the hard route, the harder road, the harder way. Nigga, you probably had about 15 minutes of opportunity to get the fuck away from this.
Well, wasn't completely destroyed, but it was.
I'm glad you lived.
With the debris from the collapsed ceilings of the office. He had to climb over chunks of concrete and twisted metal. He also had to pass through floors in the impact.
Bro, playing the extremely hardest level you could obviously think of. You burning yourself, you cutting yourself, you hurting yourself, spraining your ankle, all type of shit.
Zone that were engulfed in flames. He later recalled seeing orange flames coming through the cracks in the doors and hearing screams of people trapped on the floor.
Nigga, what?
That he was passing. His clothes were singed from the fire, and he was getting burns all across his body. His contacts even melted into his eyes.
Bruh.
Despite the nearly impossible odds, Ron made
all
it.
This, look, hopefully you could take a lesson from this. All this is because he thought he could save himself. He didn't want to help another nigga. Because he didn't want to help another man. Help another man, he fucked up himself 10 times more. You should just help. You feel what I'm saying? Life or death, you gonna die anyway. You putting yourself in a death, you in a death situation anyway. You might as well help this man, so then it'll be 3 of y'all, and y'all can figure the plan out, and y'all can help each other.
Bruh.
Instead, you alone bought the burn to an Inferno crisp because you decide you want to goddamn be selfish and try to save your own life instead of saving 2 other people's lives. Look at you, man. I'm glad you survived, folk, but goddamn, bruh. This should have been a big life lesson. You should have thought about that nigga every single time. Every single time you got out that building, you gotta think about that man you didn't save.
Just 475 and was now below the impact zone, but badly injured. The smoke was still strong, but his adrenaline was now insanely high, knowing that he had a shot at making it out alive. As Ron continued down the stairs, he passed firefighters courageously making their way upwards. Against all odds, Ron made it to the ground floor lobby.
Boy, how are you passing firefighters and like okay with that? Boy, I ain't gonna lie, they would have heard some words from me.
Bruh.
Bitch, do y'all see me? I'm fucked up. I'm burnt. Help me. Fuck, nigga, carry me. Shit.
The journey had taken 10 to 15 minutes, but he later described it as feeling like an eternity.
So that nigga really 30 minutes. So he would have been cool. He ain't had to deal with none of that. If he just would have helped somebody, bro. Instead, you spent 30 minutes in the building, extra smoke inhalation, burning your eyes out, all type of shit. You ain't gonna help nobody.
The lobby was chaotic, with emergency responders and people shouting for him to evacuate.
Bro, that's crazy. Nigga disorientated, fucked up, and they just yelling at him. You know, classic New York shit. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out the building right now, loser.
With his body running on pure adrenaline, managed to stumble out of the building and onto Church Street. He had barely made it out onto the street when the unthinkable happened.
Take 2.
Bro, look at this footage, bro. What is y'all doing? Look, peep the scene, bro. Niggas just goddamn think this shit cool. Nigga goddamn lady leg crawl, flexing, chilling. Everybody having a good old time. You feel what I'm saying? Light duty looking amazing. Nobody ain't in the building in the war. Sorry, Mike. Damn, I don't know. That motherfucker's gonna keep going on. That shit loud as hell, too. But goddamn, look at this shit, bro.
2, 1. This is as close as we can get to the base of the World Trade Center. You can see the...
Ain't shit going on. Look, laughing and smiling and joking.
Bruh.
Boy, light duty looking amazing right now. Boy, nigga getting paid for nothing.
Assembled here, the police officers,
Yeah,
FBI agents, and you can see the 2
Y'all
towers.
thought shit was gonna be sweet, bruh. Y'all thought y'all was gonna get content, nigga. This is about as close as we gonna get. Boy, you really need to back all the way the fuck up, bro. You're way too close. And that's the problem, bro. Niggas, this is dangerous. This is a whole dangerous situation. How do y'all not realize that the top of this building can fall off any fucking time? Shit crazy to me, bro. How slow people are. I'm looking at this like, bro, I would be nowhere near this. This is cool. I'm recording from a distance.
A huge explosion now raining debris on all of us. We better get out of the way.
Oh, you better get out of the way.
Bruh.
You better get out of the way.
Fuck, nigga should have been left. What the fuck? Look at this, bro. Niggas rather slow and jogger this shit, bro. They getting content.
The entire street engulfed into a map.
Bro, this is crazy. This is insane. Like, nigga would have had to be all the way back there to not, like, way back there.
Cloud of dust and debris. The noise was also deafening.
This shit look crazy, bro. This shit look wicked. This is not even funny, bro. This is...
Got slammed to the ground by falling debris, getting hit in the back of the head. He had lost consciousness, but the...
Oh my God, Ron. You made it out of the building damn near on goddamn 2% health. Then the building collapsed and you get smacked in the head with a brick?
Bruh.
And knocked unconscious? Bruh. God made sure he let you know, like, nigga, you better help a nigga next time.
The thing he remembered was seeing the massive cloud of gray dust rolling over him. Ronald DeFrancesco woke up days later in the hospital with severe burns.
Lacerations on your head is crazy. That sound like gash. You know what I'm saying? Black people be using words like that. And then he had a gash in his head. Burns all over his body. Broken bones. Boy, Nigga got into a fight with the Grim Reaper and got his ass whooped.
Bruh.
You lucky he ain't take him with you. That nigga show put paws, feet, all type of shit on your ass.
A head injury, and multiple broken bones, but he was somehow still alive. He had turned back on the 91st floor, went down a stairwell that others were saying was completely blocked, and became the last known survivor to make it out of the South Tower. While many articles and videos referred to there be
That nigga probably could have helped some other people. That nigga said, fuck that. Every man for themselves. Okay.
4 people who escaped the South Tower at or above the impact zone. Other publications say that there was closer to 18 people. Some survivors have chosen to remain private, and others were misreported in the media. In some cases, people who
Niggas don't even know, bro. Like, that shit happened so long ago, bro. I'm just now hearing about this story, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so many stories that just be popping up out the woodwork.
thought to have survived actually unfortunately passed away.
Bro, why they got this nigga toe tag, bro? Nigga wanna see your cold ass.
11 commission reports say that there was 14 survivors in the South Tower at or above the
14,
impact zone.
18,
But again,
4.
this number is extremely difficult to
Who the
verify.
fuck cares?
These 4
I mean, who the fuck knows? I ain't gonna say cares. Everybody cares.
survivors from the South Tower prove that even in the darkest of moments, humanity can still rise above chaos.
Hell no, man. That's the video, man. Like, I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did. I am the chill life of Zoe, man. That's 9/11. I don't know. There's a lot of suspicious shit going on with this. That's why I'm so into it. Never really give a fuck about history. But I do care about the history that is pertains to my life, I guess. And it started with my childhood. I was, believe, 3rd grade. Fuck, I don't remember. 2nd grade, 3rd grade. Fuck, so I don't remember shit about nothing. I just know life was good and it fucked life up. I am the chill life of Zoe, man. If you stayed this long, man, I appreciate you as always. And we gonna get into another one, you feel what I'm saying? It's Thanksgiving, by the way. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Be thankful for something, be grateful for something. Even if you ain't got nothing, man, there's always somebody less fortunate than you. Swear. But then, you know, that's my knowledge, that's my gems. Goddamn, I'm out. Peace.